going on, everybody? Freak Show here, and I'm re-uploading my videos exposing IMMS Gaming because both of them got flagged for the thumbnails. Well, this is gonna be fun. Prepare for another crash out video to come around, and hope you enjoy the re-upload of this video. Anyways, let's get right to it.
Yo, why were you mad at Dragon that day with can you explain it to them? Because they're trying to expose IMMS Gaming.
You know, I got a lot of stuff I could use to expose IMMS.
Please tell this to Ashton Place and
You know, you're one to talk sexual for one that really did want my dick.
Huh?
You talk very sexual to everybody else when y'all know you wanted my dick for the longest time, Mr. Neighbor.
No. See, you gotta
Yeah,
understand.
see, stuttering like a motherfucker.
You gotta
stuttering
understand.
Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. This is Freak Show, coming around with an exposure video of the content creator and streamer IMMS Gaming, also known as Dragon. Today we're going to be going even deeper into the IMMS Gaming exposure by his old neighbor himself. I'm going to be breaking everything down which was said in the exposing video of Dragon, and I'm going to be breaking this down into several parts. Along with some extra DMs between me and Dragon. I didn't fully explain everything, and I left a lot of it out in the first video by Mythical and Ashton Plays, and I'm here to explain the rest. I will be referring to Mythical and Ashton Plays video exposing Dragon a lot, so if you haven't already, make sure to watch it before this video. Now let's get into it.
Ooh, I don't mind. I don't mind at all. You got me a sword too? Ooh, then you got me wet?
Okay, yeah, no, be quiet.
A little mad you didn't save any of that moisture for me.
Here, I got you with that big pot, bro. Come here. Get your ass over here.
Nah, you come to me.
I am,
bro.
Yeah, just come on.
Tactical nuke incoming!
Take it. Did I just beam you with that, bro?
I have.
As you can see, he's made several people uncomfortable. Even his own viewers have had to leave the stream because they couldn't handle the over-sexualized jokes he'd constantly make on a normal basis. Not only does he make the people he plays with uncomfortable, but along with the viewers themselves. Most can just ignore it or laugh, but it gets to the point where they can't stand it anymore and have to tune out of his stream entirely. Another thing I did forget to mention is that he tends to call anybody above or under the age of 18 his husband / future husband. Husband for anybody above the age of 18, and for under he calls future husband, which is honestly very creepy in retrospect. Nobody should be calling anybody under the age of 18 their future husband. Next up, let's talk about the pure greed involved in his streams. He wants to put everything behind a paywall in order to capitalize off of the few viewers he has. He's made this blatantly obvious by making people pay for him to turn on his camera, rigging giveaways to be in the favor of his more apparent viewers that show up more often, and refusing to play certain games with people unless they donate for it. If it's not the money he's chasing, it's being chased in other ways, such as in HSTD Astro's case, where Dragon refused to add him on Fortnite unless Astro took a video of him on his hands and knees, begging him to do so. Let's not forget that Astro was 12 years old at the time. I don't know whether it was for Dragon's ego or if it was for, well, other dark reasons, but either way it's completely wrong. Nobody should be asking a 12-year-old for anything of that sort, and it's absolutely disgusting and leaves a stain in the streamer / content creator community. You make me fucking sick, Dragon. Not only has he been trying to capitalize off of the few viewers he has been botting subs, and you can check it on his social blade. I do have photos of proof, and they will be shown up on the screen now, which is honestly so low of a streamer / YouTuber in general to be botting subscribers when they've been hard stuck at 1.5k and just recently hit 7 within a month. And if you do check the terms of service for YouTube, it is actually against the rules to bot subscribers. Everybody should be free to view who they want and not have to worry about somebody having to bot. And if they like the channel or not, then they should be able to choose whether they want to watch that content or not. And in Dragon's case, people don't want to watch his content, but they do anyways because they want him to get viewers and money. not knowing the fact that he's just using them for money and do not actually care about his viewers. Not only does he sexualize them more than anybody ever should in the world, whether they are 18 or older or even younger, he's made it obviously apparent that he does not care about his viewers, especially to the older viewers that have been there since day one, and immediately just throws them down the drain because he's got all these subscribers when it turns out that they're all botted. In my personal opinion, I never expected a streamer to be so low on luck, or whatever it is, low in his own mindset, to the fact where he thinks he has all this power when he has to bot his viewers. I mean, I go on and on about that, but at the same time, just think of it, because I thought he was a good content creator at the beginning, until I realized that he was just power tripping, guilt tripping everybody and on demand, even myself, when there's no need for it. When he thinks he has all this power and it gets all to his head, he thinks he owns the world, and many people can vouch for that, and other people have said it beforehand too. He's made other people that have made allegations against him either got their channels deleted or like forced them to delete the videos. Especially in a case like King Traz, where they were beefing and Dragon was being accused of being a creep to kids. He was forced to delete that video because nobody wanted to expose the truth about IMMS without facing some sort of legal action, which has never happened. And he's even done this on kids as well, and it's just absolutely low and disgusting that someone who is so bad of a person wants to hide and just pretend he's this good guy, which is an absolute lie, and he's just lying to everybody's face, and nobody can get the truth out. And I'm not saying all of this because I want clout. No, I'm saying this because the truth needs to get out and people need to stay away from this streamer. He can pretend to be everything he wants and everything all goody two-shoes, but in all reality, that is not the case. I remember being back on his streams way back in like August, September area, where I join IRL in his streams, wear the mask and make Snapchats and all that. He was not a bad guy. And then I learned everything about him just from the way he'd talk to me, the way he'd talk on his streams, the way he would talk just in general outside of his streams. He was incredibly sexual about every little thing, and it made even me uncomfortable, which I never thought would happen. It takes a lot to offend me, a lot to make me uncomfortable, but somehow Dragon would always push that line through every conversation we'd have. He would never stop talking about this old boyfriend of his that of 10 years that ended up dying, and he would never stop talking about, let's say, Diddy, even Snoop Dogg, and even Drake a couple times. I'd make a joke out of it, and he'd just turn it into a whole conversation about, like, trying out being gay, and ending up having relations with them. He said the same thing, just try it, which still sticks in my head to think I really did that. That is not something I am proud of, and it's something that needs to come out either way, and it is a very low thing of him to do because I know he wanted it, but I wouldn't hesitate. I wouldn't have had to think about it before I did it, and I feel terrible for doing it in the first place anyways. It's not a very fond memory of mine, and it still haunts me to this day, and even through the recording, I've had to take breaks through it just so I can try and get my mind back together, and because it's just left me distraught, man. This is not a good thing for a content creator to be doing. It's not a good reputation for someone to have, and I pray to God I never meet someone like this again. It's honestly slandered the streamer community for me and ruined my hopes of even wanting to. It's just sad, man. I mean, from someone who likes to pretend he's a good guy just to be so low, it's just depressing. It's really hard to see, and it makes me think a lot about other streamers, and somehow this guy is much smaller and much worse, to the point where he has to, bot his viewers, bot his subscribers, and makes it obviously apparent that he doesn't even care about the ones that are actually real. The ones that are actually been on his streams, such as myself, who's played games with him time and time again, and actually had fun doing it until he over-sexualized me and made a bunch of jokes. But anyways, that is enough about me. If you guys want a part 2 and any more info on this, I do have a lot of information I can drop about IMMS Gaming. If you did like the video, please do leave a like, do drop a comment if you have questions, or join my Discord down in the description below, and I will see you guys around. Peace.